What's this about?
Well, I'm not sure now's the best time to bring this up, but, I got something important I want to ask you.
Oh? What is it? I'll answer as best as I can.
So, yeah, about when the Edis got shot down.
Oh, yes, that.
What do you think the chances are of getting some kind of, like, reimbursement or compensation for that?
Yes. I'm sure we could work something out. Though, it's a little difficult to judge at present, with me alone.
So, you're saying it's hard for you to push the decision through on your own, yeah?
Correct. I apologize. I promise I'll do everything I possibly can to help you, though. Is it alright if I get back to you a little later about this?
Sure, yeah, sorry, I wasn't trying to pressure you or anything. It all just comes down to, like, company accounting and spacecraft registration, so whether it's gonna get comped or not changes how we handle things. I'm just a little anxious is all. Again, so sorry.
No, I totally get it. The military has haphazardly destroyed your company's property. I won't disappoint you. I'll do all I can to negotiate federal compensation for you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
These from the store are so delicious.
Hey, what you doing?
Ah!
Whoa, hey, what's with you?
I was not partaking in anything. How dare you startle me so?
Well, aren't you just being a little dramatic? You got something on your face there. Were you eating something?
What? Certainly not. I was not eating, not at all.
Buddy, you don't have to deny it like your life depends on it. You're allowed to buy food, you know?
I already told you that I was not eating. Now then, if you will excuse me.
What the hell was that about? Choices. Chakram are pretty strange weapons to use, aren't they?
Qualms with my choice?
Why are you trying to pick a fight? I'm just honestly impressed you're able to use them with such dexterity. It's amazing, really. But how did you end up choosing them? I mean, they're not that common of weapons, are they?
It does not concern you.
I figured you'd say that. Maybe the reason is... because they look hard to wield, but really they aren't?
I wonder.
Whoa! Did I hit the nail on the head there? Well, the most important thing with weapons is how they feel in your hands.
You seem to be knowledgeable.
You gotta be a pretty cool guy to handle cool weapons like those.
Incredible logic.
I would like to express my gratitude to you for rescuing my Scorpion comrades.
I did nothing worthy of praise. Medical care isn't even my forte, exactly.
Do not discredit yourself.
You would do well to know that there are many things I still do not understand about the Scorpion. However, saving the lives of others is only commonplace magnanimity.
Meeting someone as honorable as yourself is as much a blessing as it is rare. My appreciation is insurmountable, Maester Midas.
Oh, I should be better equipped for this at my age. But I'm uncertain how to react to commendations from someone my elder.
I see. I am not very expressive myself, so I understand how you feel.
No, not quite. I would say your expressions are more cryptic than lacking.
You have me there.
What are you smiling about over there, you whelp?
I just thought it was pretty rare seeing you in the hot seat. That's all.
Balderdash, begone!
How amusing. Not even I can resist laughing.
I will have your silence.
Oh my gosh, do you have any idea what you've done?
Yes, I do. I already told you so.
What's going on? Why are you guys fighting?
Raymond! Nothing. Nothing at all.
It is not nothing. I don't know if it's from Parapium or Vastness, but Midas somehow managed to steal a machine and bring it here to Aster 4.
Ah, that annoying pact. Too bad you've been caught by this one, Midas. Might as well give it up.
Fine, I apologize.
Midas, are you truly sorry for what you did?
Oh, yes, I swear on my mother's life.
In any case, I will confiscate it and take full responsibility for what happened. Don't do anything like this ever again, okay?
Yes, fine. Now be gone.
I've got my eye on you.
Can't believe I got caught. I guess sneaking it by the Vergoldian so easily made me a bit careless.
You're not sorry at all, are you?
You know as well as I that halting an inquisitive mind is no easy feat. All right, now to rework my methods to make sure I get away with it next time.
I'll just pretend I didn't hear that, okay? In all my years, I never thought I'd be fighting with a sword. It's not gonna, break if I use it wrong, is it?
Not in advance if it's wielder, no. You seem competent enough with a blade, however. May I ask, have you received some training in the military arts?
Nah, I keep myself in shape-ish, but I've never learned anything formally. All I'm really doing with this thing is swinging it around like a bat.
Indeed. You handle yourself quite deftly. Mayhap I could perhaps enlighten you as to the way of the sword?
You sure?
Certainly, yes. Though I myself still very much lack expertise. I'm afraid I can only teach the very basics.
No, that's seriously good enough, because I am definitely pretty fuzzy on the basics. And I don't want to worry about breaking these awesome swords every time I give a monster the business, you know?
Excellent. I look forward to it. Let us waste not our idle time, then.
Nice. Thanks, Princess.
We have traveled in one another's company for quite some time now, yes?
Sure have. Back when we met in Larkus Weald, I never imagined we'd be hanging around each other this long.
It was near this very place where we first set off together, was it not? Oh, seems ages ago now.
So, now that we know each other a little bit, mind if I ask what you thought of me when we first met?
Do you mean of first impressions? Well, perhaps... No. I believe I must ask you the same first.
Okay. How about we both answer at the same time?
Very well then.
Ready?
Go!
A royal pain in the butt.
A useful oath!
A useful oath, huh? I guess that's better than being a useless one.
Oh, I also seem to have made a less than favorable impression.
But you know what? Doesn't seem like either of our first impressions were off the mark.
I offer no argument. Yet, I have experienced a great many things through my travels with you, and for that, I am truly grateful.
Yeah, same here. I know you got my back.
Let us brave what lies ahead together, much as we have with all that behind.
Hey, you got a moment?
Hail, young one. I believe you might be lost. We deal only in business here, not sundries. If you are looking to make a purchase, you should visit our shop in town.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not here to shop. But I am here to talk shop. I'm a businessman myself, and I was wondering if you might tell me more about your trade.
Well, well, I am never too busy to lend an ear to a fellow entrepreneur. Except maybe this very moment, unfortunately. I'm in a bit of a predicament here, you see. It's a long story.
That sounds like a whole thing. Sorry for the hassle. I'll come back another time.
Though I'd be plenty appreciative if you'd lend your ear.
Sure. Let's hear it then.
I've been a merchant since I was hardly but a boy, albeit one plagued by an awful sense of direction from the start, mind you. But I found the more I lost my way, the more people I met. With this new network of connections, I found myself dubbed Ruddle, the Merchant King.
How about that? Sounds like a success story to me.
Yes. Well, I've since tried to pass the family trade to my boy and 5 apprentices, you see. I recently sent them off to ply their own trades, but not a one of them seems to have reached their destination from what I can tell. Perhaps they've inherited more from me than just my good business sense. I'm terribly worried that they've all gone astray. I feel all but helpless.
Makes sense, I guess. Tell you what, I'm gonna be traveling around anyway, so I'll keep my eyes peeled for any lost merchants out there.
Would you? Oh, you're too kind. Someone is bound to have seen them. Please, ask around. Gather as much info as you can. Should the young merchants reach their destinations, the towns they set out for will benefit greatly from the wonderful wares they can offer.
Just don't go holding your breath, all right? Huge problem.
What is the matter, Ray? You seem frantic.
None of the stores in the villages here have any coffee. I haven't had a cup in days. Days! You haven't come across any, have you?
Indeed. Based on my observations, it would appear there is a lack of coffee or any other equivalent beverage here on Aster 4.
Wait, what? Have you been looking into it for me?
Yes, I had assumed at some point you might inquire about it. Seems you will have to do without until we return to space.
You've got to be kidding me. Oh, crap.
So you're saying I've just gotta put up with this?
It may be a struggle in the moment, but know this. I will fix you up the most perfect cup once we are back in space.
That's great and all, but can I even last that long? I'll die. I'll die.
Don't. Use this as motivation to resolve our situation.
Oh, not fair. That is not fair. You can't just dangle that carrot in front of my face. Come on.
Do you have a moment? I was hoping to share the results of my people watching so far.
Yeah, I don't mind. I didn't know you've been doing stuff like that, though. How am I supposed to judge the results of your people watching?
I shall show you my imitations.
You're what?
I am of mind that the best way to understand humanoids is to try and become like them myself. What I would like for you to do is try and guess who I am speaking as. If you are ready, I shall begin.
Ray, you don't look too good. Are you feeling okay? If you keep tripping over rocks like that, Albert will get on your case again.
Oh, easy as pie. Nina, right?
Correct.
Actually, I don't know if it was easy per se. It's more like no one else talks that way.
Let us continue then.
More?
Huh. That's my Elena for you, my #1 partner. Now I hereby promise I'll focus on my job, wake up in the morning all on my own, and clear my plate at every meal.
Wait, you don't think that's what I sound like, do you? And knock off making me promise to do all that crazy stuff.
I will no longer suffer your insolence.
Okay.
Your manner of behavior with the princess is too familiar. You may need not act as a retainer, but might I remind you that you are addressing the princess of a kingdom. A status that befits a more appropriate demeanor.
You kidding me right now? My behavior's perfectly appropriate.
Pardon me?
Wouldn't we be outing ourselves if I acted as I would towards a princess when we're traveling incognito here?
But
if anything, it's you who needs to change their attitude.
But how could I possibly? What am I to do?
Huh. Good question. Let's see.
How about cooling it with the overly respectful speaking?
That certainly is a reasonable suggestion. But am I capable of doing such?
Here, give it a shot. Something like this. Hey, Leticia, wanna go get some grub?
Leticia, would you wanna...
That's it. You got it. Keep going.
Get grubs?
Yeesh. Okay, we need to work on that. Ah, come on. Such a secret. Why won't you tell me the reason you use the chakram?
Insistent vandal.
It's killing me. I can't sleep at night.
Then never sleep.
Man, you are a jerk.
Oh, I got it. I'll bet Leticia knows.
Stop. Do not bother Her Highness with such tripe. When it comes to strange weaponry, surely there are users of much more unusual armaments than I.
Ah.
What do we have here? What are the two of you chatting about?
Nothing really.
Right. Nothing of importance.
You sure? Guess I'll be going then.
That's what you meant.
Peculiar, no?
I'm not sure. Peculiar or confusing?
Well, I guess to each their own.
Am I right? Hey, sorry for prying, buddy.
It is good you understand. However, I too am ever so curious as to how she ended up with that.
Man, getting hit by an EMP was unlucky, huh?
No, it was a failure on my part not anticipating the use of such weapons.
Well, I'm glad things turned out all right.
Tell me though, what did it feel like when that thing hit you and knocked you offline?
I imagine it much like an organic being losing consciousness after being exposed to an intense electric shock.
Oh, yeah. Damn, I see.
I could help you experience as much yourself if you would like.
Hey, wait.
Do not be shy. Here.
Stop, don't. I'm sorry, okay? I shouldn't have asked.
No need to shake so. This is a joke. What is not, however, is the threat EMP generators impose on my kind. The very mention of them stirs up what you might consider as traumatic memories. I would advise against raising the topic so casually from now on.
Okay. I'm sorry. Message received. Yeah, I was in the wrong.
I am pleased that you now understand.
After all these years, I still have no idea what ends up setting her off.
Hey, what's up, Leticia?
Now, do not worry. This man is far from as frightening as he looks.
Wait, what?
See? Now, might I ask you to settle down and tell us what troubles you?
It's my papa, see? He's gone off for work and hasn't come back in. I can't even remember how long.
Oh. What sort of work does your father do?
He's a man-at-arms.
A man-at-arms? Oh, you mean a soldier? If he hasn't come back, does that mean he's on a long-term deployment somewhere?
Yeah, that's why I penned in this letter all on my own. But now, I'm not so sure what to do. How can I even get it to him?
Ah, okay, now I see.
If he has been deployed for some time, I imagine he must be a guardsman along the border. But the number of soldiers appointed are numerous. It may be difficult to deliver this letter without further information.
Huh? You mean he won't get my letter?
Don't you worry a bit, little buddy. Your pal Raymond's gonna get the letter to him.
You will?
Yep, it's actually what I do for a living. So tell me, what's your name, my friend?
My name's Kettle.
All right, Kettle, my new little friend. I'm gonna get that letter to your pops, guaranteed. You can count on me.
Thanks, old Mr. Postman.
Old? Wait, do I really look that old? Be honest, is my hairline receding? Sorry about that. I know I should have asked you before agreeing to help him out.
Oh, pay it no mind, really. I was prepared to do the same myself. Let us both see the letter safely delivered to the boy's father. Ray, after inquiring about the area, I believe that man there is father to the boy Kettle who entrusted us with his letter in Rifle.
Nice. Okay, that's great. We better get Kettle's letter to him right away then. Excuse me?
What is it? I'm on duty here and do not wish to fraternize.
Sir, please wait. We need just but a moment of your time.
Did you not hear me? I am on duty and... Princess Leticia, my sincerest apologies, Your Highness. How can I be of service?
Ah, flexing your royal muscles, eh?
Now is time for letters, not lampoons.
I've, got a special letter for you here from a certain someone. Here.
For me? I'd recognize my boy's sloppy script anywhere. But how?
Well, your son Kettle requested I get it to you, and here I am.
You traveled all the way from Rifle to deliver me this, Your Highness?
It was he, not I.
I'm not sure how to even begin to thank you. Oh, how I miss you, boy. I would give near anything to be home with you again.
I am relieved we saw that letter delivered safe.
Yeah, definitely. Feels good delivering on this for Kettle.
Ray, this is the work you make your living from, yes? Delivering goods and connecting those far away?
Yeah, more or less. They're not all satisfying like that one was, but I find the job rewarding anyway.
I think what you do is quite wonderful.
Thanks. Never sure how to react when someone says that. Well, anyways, that's another satisfied customer.
Indeed.
Leticia.
Goodness! Might I ask you not to spook me so?
Yeah, you're the one who scared me. What's your deal?
Oh, thank heavens you are garbed in your usual attire.
You finally cracked?
No. I simply had the most peculiar dream. You and Albert both were dressed as bunnies and dancing around and about.
Okay.
Many believe our dreams are insights to what our waking selves fail to see. But how to explain this dream?
You think I can interpret dreams? Well, if I had to give you an answer... Doesn't this mean you want him and me to, I don't know, get along better?
Well, I would hardly portray you both as friends, but... Yes, it may be true I might find myself wishing you two not so oft at odds.
Hey, I'm trying here. He's the one with his defenses up.
Oh, that may be the source of both his troubles and his charms, I am afraid. Though, if it were to bring you two close, would you dress and dance as so?
No need. We'll get along. I mean, best buds forever, me and Albert.
What a shame.
Whoa, pump the brakes. Ain't it a little early to come to a place like this?
We do not come here to partake in depravity. I simply seek answers to some thoughts.
To thoughts?
Yes, something I have long since wondered. Is it the flavor that draws all to ale as they do?
I mean, everyone's got their own idea of what tastes good, right?
My father answered me in quite the same way. But does that not imply that some drink without any enjoyment of the taste? I do not understand. Why suffer such?
Yeah. You definitely got a good point there. I'd say it's 'cause... they want to enjoy and have a little fun.
Is that so? Are there not numerous ways one might entertain themselves otherwise, though?
Yeah, but it's quick and simple, though. Who wants to wait?
I find myself still unable to understand. Does not consuming something so unenjoyable ruin one's mood instead?
Meow. 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 Meow.
Huh?
I was just...
Uh-huh.
Did I not just hear the sound of a cat meowing somewhere nearby?
You did. No cat, though. It was Maria.
It was nothing. Right, Bray? Please say it was nothing.
Right.
See? Nothing's going on here. Definitely not me mimicking a cat to try and get close enough to pet it. That's just nonsense.
Oh, come on.
I see. I have an approximate understanding of what you are doing.
Oh.
You like cats, don't you, Marielle?
Yes, I do. My grandmother loved cats more than anything, so she had many at home. And I always wanted a little kitty of my own, but I'm constantly away from home, so...
Yeah. Zipping around space for a living doesn't make it easy to have a pet.
That's why whenever I see one on my travels, I just can't help but try and pet them. Oh, such sweet, cute little babies.
Understood. That being the case, have you considered pursuing the position of captain?
What? What do you mean?
Were you a captain, you would have absolute authority aboard your spacecraft to do as you wished. For instance, wouldn't that make it easy for you to keep the company of a cat in your living quarters?
I could do that? A captain, huh? So I can't own a cat without becoming a captain. I have to make it a reality. For the kitties!
I doubt anyone in the Federation's extensive history has ever wanted to be a captain for that reason.
The practice of having goals is always beneficial.
This village is pretty idyllic, ain't it?
That is how you see it?
Huh?
Well, it is divorced from the cacophony and commotion of places like Delric and Rythel, which is why I chose to live here after leaving the capital. But once I actually started living here, idyllic was about the last thing I found it to be.
That's so.
Well, what do you think possessed me to erect such an ominous gate?
Ah.
The village is constantly threatened by mountain beasts, and suitable farmland is sparse. In the past, it once thrived as a place of training for the kingdom's semiomancers. But young blood these days aren't interested in coming here, and some villagers even left to the capital for work.
That's the difference between living and visiting, I guess.
Yes, but still, not everyone cares to move to the city. No matter how remote or inconvenient it is, they'll protect where they've laid their roots. Paragons of virtue as they are, I stayed to help.
You know, from what the villagers say about you, you seem like a completely different person.
I'm not one to put on airs to suit with whom I speak.
All that being said, it's obvious you love this village, and it loves you in return.
You do understand something.
Hey, school in session?
Why would you think that? Considering her position, I wanted Malkia's advice on how to be a better leader.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. You being in charge of a crew and all.
Ultimately, I believe the most important thing for a person in a position of power is to be calm. For no one wants to follow a leader whose mind is in disarray. Even when feeling unsure, simply projecting a serene ambiance will help those around you remain calm. In truth, it is not dissimilar to standing your ground.
I get it in theory, but when the time comes, I can't help but feel flustered.
Then you should try deep breathing exercises.
Deep breathing exercises? I'm finished. What is this supposed to do?
If you've lost your composure, the first step to regain it is to breathe deeply. Before making a big decision or taking drastic measures, remember to take a deep breath. That alone will make you feel much better.
Deep breaths, huh? Maybe I should try doing it too.
You should, Ray. You're our leader, after all. Let's try it out together.
It really is calming. I mean, I've heard about it before, but it's never been something I've tried on my own.
It is, isn't it? Thank you so much, Malkia. I'll keep this in mind for next time.
Good. Very wise of you.
Wrong. Something bothering you?
Not at all. Now be gone.
Ah, come on. Stop being such a stick in the mud.
Have you ever wished you could reach maturity in a quicker manner?
Huh?
Do not feign ignorance. Tell me, have you?
I just really didn't expect you to ask me that. Maturity, huh? Yeah, I have. If anything, I've felt like that my whole life.
I see.
Ever since I was little, I've helped out with the family business with a bunch of adults. But there were plenty of times when I wasn't strong enough, because I was a kid. Everybody was always real nice to me and told me it's just how it is. But hearing that just made me wish more, that I'd grow up sooner.
I share a similar experience. I oft think that if I were more adult in turn, I could support the princess better. It is constant.
Hey, from where I stand, you already look plenty supportive.
No, I am still lacking. I must grow and become stronger for the sake of the princess.
You know, Leticia doesn't rely on you because of the adult you'll become later on. She relies on you because of who you are now.
Meaning?
Meaning she's already got plenty of people like that. But you've been there for her since forever. That means you've got something to offer Leticia that others don't.
I say, you may have a point. You surprise me with such unexpected wisdom.
Hey, come on now. If you were actually mature, you'd be thanking me.
Hey, Ray, tell me, what sort of stuff did you like to do when you were a kid?
Why'd you think of that all of a sudden?
Don't blame me for the random thoughts that crossed my mind. Come on, though. I bet it was nothing like here, right?
Not so much. It really wasn't all that different.
Really? You didn't, use the technology that harnesses the amazing power of the stars to play some unimaginable games or anything?
I'm not sure I followed all that. I mean, I was always just goofing off like any regular kid.
Really? Like, what kind of goofing off?
Well... I think I spent all my time catching bugs.
Oh, I did that too. I was really into my bug collection.
Nice. They're super cool. Especially the ones that are huge and all shiny and dark black.
I know, right? Oh yeah, there are tons and tons of really neat insects around here, We have to go look for them sometime.
Ah, hell yeah. I haven't done any bug hunting in forever.
Such breathtaking scenery.
Yeah, for sure. You don't get to see this kind of thing every day when you're tooling around in space.
Yes, the gentle breeze, fragrance of living vegetation, chirping and buzzing of animals. Splendors of nature itself. So very different from what we have in the colony.
Yeah, but being in space does have its perks too. And though nature is beautiful and all, it's not without its hassles either.
A quandary common among those from developed planets. Captain Raymond, which is preferable to you?
For me? I'd say... I probably prefer the inorganics of space. Being born and raised there, it's had a huge impact on me.
Intriguing. Some believe that familiar sights are best. And that is also valid.
Yeah. In my line of work, you end up spending most of your time up in the stars. So that enormous, sprawling environment is most comfortable for me.
In such a vast universe, it is not only a pleasure, but an honor to meet a man of your fine stature, Captain Raymond.
Whoa, now. Save the accolades for after the show, man. We still got a lot of stuff left to do.
Agreed. Let us see it through to the end, side by side.
What are you two talking about?
My future plans, of course. I was just in the middle of asking Elena if she can teach me how to treat other diseases besides Helgar's.
Nina, my apologies, but I can offer no further insight.
What? Why not?
It is too dangerous. If I were to hand over the answer before you could understand the basics, it will only result in developing additional future problems down the line.
Oh, wait! But you already taught me everything on how to treat Helgar's disease!
The end treatment for Helgar's disease that we developed was only possible thanks to the years of research that you yourself put in. I simply nudged you over the finish line.
All I would need is that final push, though!
There is no guarantee that my knowledge of medicine will be of any use on this planet. What Aster 4's medicinal development requires is its own homegrown clinical studies.
Clinical studies?
The theories and practices studied on other planets may not, or more likely do not, coincide with the reality of life here. Medical science in particular requires more careful, long-term study than most other fields. Clinical studies require each individual case to be rigorously and repeatedly investigated.
But...
Nina, I'm really sorry, but what Elena's saying is correct. If there was anything we could do to help, we would.
I am truly sorry.
I mean, I get that you have your reasons and all. But still, I don't see why it has to be this way. Is there anything you don't know? You always have an answer ready no matter what I ask.
Despite your age, Nina, you yourself have a range of knowledge that would put many in your field to shame.
I'm so humbled, too. I hope to be just like you.
You're definitely super knowledgeable, Elena, but you also remember the most useless stuff. Like when, where, and how many times I messed something up.
Yes, Ray. And by my count, this is now the 5th time you have seen fit to complain about it.
Exhibit A.
So, Elena, what sort of books did you read to get so smart?
I have not read any books. At least not in the way you might imagine.
What? Then how can you know so much?
Well, in Elena's case, she doesn't really need to read them.
You got those book smarts without needing books? I knew smart people were on an entirely different level. Oh, I really wish I was more like you.
I am starting to sense that you hold some key misconceptions about me.
Ray, care for a round of swordplay?
Sounds good. After all those battles and whatnot, I'm probably a little better than I was before.
You will require less leniency then.
Damn straight, that's what I'm talking about.
I find myself reminded of my own childhood. We oft playfully practiced together, Albert, Cousin Theo, and myself.
Yeah, that's the spirit. But wait a minute, your royal court didn't try to stop their princess from doing stuff like that, though?
Well, few found it becoming, certainly. But the boys would sneak me out just the same.
Ah, gotcha. Secrets. So that's why you're as strong as you are.
I am afraid I yet lack the skill those two possess, and neither does the kingdom want for knights of my level.
But it's pretty impressive for you to say you yet lack the skill.
Pardon?
I mean, like, from my point of view, that's something you only say when you know you'll catch up to them one day. Pretty cool.
Perhaps. Yes. Yes, I do wish to be their equal someday. In fact, I hope to one day surpass them and fend for myself.
I admire your ambitions. I'm not quite there yet myself, though, so show me a little mercy.
Shall we then? Good. That should suffice until our next bout.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Ever stop to reflect on the great many places our journey has taken us?
Yeah, I mean, if anything, I've probably become more familiar with this planet than I am with Vergold. Maybe I could even show Antonio and my old man around, if they ever visit.
Oh, how wonderful that would be. Is there somewhere on my world here you find particularly captivating?
Particularly captivating, huh?
If perchance you were to spend your years here, where might you reside?
Let's see now. Someplace I'd live. Let's see now. Someplace I'd live. Maybe, perhaps, Nilbeth?
A wonderful place, though perhaps not seeing its best of times. It offers warmer climates than most, supports a rich, varied culture of which one could hardly grow tired.
Oh yeah, totally. I liked it because of its unique character.
I hardly imagine Lady Malkia would find qualm with you settling there.
Yo, it's my boy Albie.
What? You wretch!
Ah, come on. Theo's been calling you that since you were little, right? What? Can't I?
You have not earned the right to call me such.
You don't need to get so mad about it. Hey, how about you call me by my nickname too? What do you say?
Why would I do such... No. Hey, Ray?
What is it, Albie?
Fine weather today, is it not, Ray?
Yeah, it is, Albie.
What is the matter? You need to reply to me with something more than that, Ray.
Well, then you need to talk about something more exciting, Albie.
Enough. There is no merit to this.
Yeah, you're right. It's my bad.
I could not keep the promise.
So, Albie, huh? Little Albie.
Do not call me that! I'll never forgive Theo for saying such in front of someone like you.
So, you're a blue blood, aren't you? And Theo's royalty too, right? Seems like you guys have known each other forever. Are you actually royalty too?
If such is your thought, then act as proper.
What the hell, man? You want me to call you Prince Albert and kiss your feet? Such a happy face.
Albert descends from a long line in service of the Royal Army. He oft joined my cousin and I when we were but children.
Gotcha. Okay. So the three of you are linked by a pretty special bond, huh? I'll bet when you three put your heads together, there's absolutely nothing you can't do.
Well, I do hope so.
Princess, this vagabond speaks nothing more than gibberish. You would be wise not to humor him.
Hey, how's it going? You got some free time on your hands?
I do not. You're bored, aren't you?
Is it that obvious? Oddly enough, I've got nothing to do.
What do you usually do when you have free time like today? Or say, on your day off?
Huh. My day off? Well... I like to work out a little bit.
Really? So do I.
Yeah, I get all stiff after hanging out on the ship too long. Regular little workout keeps me limber and keeps my mind sharp.
That's so true for outer space. Would you mind letting me try out the Vergold battle simulator sometime?
Sure, very cool. And how about letting me have a go with the Federations when the time's right?
You got it.
Oh, this scorching heat's killing me today. Hey, JJ, aren't you hot underneath all that plated armor?
Hot? I am likely enduring the heat the same as you, Captain. However, I do not find it unbearable.
Damn. You've got some endurance, man.
Well, say it does become intolerably hot. I could simply disassemble my armor.
I feel like I'm gonna suffocate
Wait,
if I
you
spend any
what?
more time chained to
Your
the
armor.
kitchen.
You can take that off?
I can. Come to think of it, I have never removed my plating in your presence, have I?
You're blowing my mind. I didn't even know you could do that. Gotta say, though, I'm kind of curious what you look like underneath.
Also, if I ever get cold, I could always supplement this armor by adding even more on top of it. In doing so, I'd be able to function in the most frigid of climates.
Like armor on top of armor? That'd make you look like a frickin' tank, JJ. Oh man, I gotta see that too. Huh?
I was joking. Please, don't believe everything I said.
But not everything? Then which parts were true? Hey, what were you guys talking about?
Oh, hi, Ray. We were just discussing the prayer spot back at Kelka Shrine. Did you know that there were symbols carved into the altar? So, I was talking with Uncle Midas about how maybe people used to offer prayers to these symbols a long time ago.
In the past, symbols that transmitted semiomancy were considered as sacred as divine miracles. Though nowadays we do not personally use symbols with semiomancy. Tracing back their lineage, we know that symbols have been included in the iatromantic system. To put it simply, symbols that heal the human body are known as divine miracles.
Whoa! That's Uncle Midas for ya!
Well, I learned it from the best, Filberto.
What? From my dad?
Yes, and the ebullient man never stopped talking about it. So much so I couldn't help but memorize it.
Symbols are divine miracles, huh? Dad used to really say that.
Well, these miracles have helped us all out more times than we can count. We'd best be grateful.
Ray, there is an important matter I would need to confirm during the time we were apart.
Sure. What's up?
While I was gone, were you able to handle things day to day?
Huh?
Were you ever injured or ill? Has the cuisine of this planet caused you any discomfort or sickness?
That's what this is about? You look so intense, I thought you were gonna say something serious.
These are all important matters to me, Ray. Now could you please answer me?
Yeah. I've been fine, all right? Look, I can get by just fine on this planet. No problem.
Do you mean it? Did you regularly do your laundry? Did you change your undergarments each and every day? Did you remember to brush your teeth twice per day? Did you maintain a regular sleep cycle?
What is this all of a sudden?
This is not sudden. I have told you before, if your impetuous lifestyle were to fall apart while my attention was diverted, I could never face Raul or Antonio.
Well, hold up. I got dropped on this backwater planet out of nowhere. Sticking to routines hasn't exactly been priority number one, you know?
So you're saying your lifestyle has, in fact, fallen apart then?
Well, I wouldn't say that. I already told you, no.
Is that true?
You've always been telling me over and over again what I need to do, right? I mean, I probably didn't dot all the T's and cross all the I's, but I did the best.
Then, let us go ask all the others in order to confirm that what you're saying is accurate.
No, please. Anything but that. I was in the wrong.
If that is the case, then please try and maintain a balanced, orderly day. Troubled lifestyles breed troubled minds, which then cause trouble on the job.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I'm so glad we have a lot more gals traveling with us now. Makes me so happy.
Yeah. You're all pretty different from each other, though. Hope you don't have any trouble getting along.
Speaking of differences, what lady is your type, Ray?
Whoa. Why are we talking about this all of a sudden?
Well, look at the situation you're in. The ladies are gonna wonder. So, come on, tell me!
For the love of...
Yeah. Fine.
I still need to figure out a week's worth of meals.
Maybe the energetic type.
Can't beat a lively, cheerful mentality. Just looking at them gives you energy. So contagious.
Damn straight. Upbeat and lively is always a big help to me.
Wait a minute. A lively girl? There are lively girls in the party. Does that mean...
Hey, hold up. You got it all wrong. That's not what I meant.
No. Of course not, right? Ray, you just... I mean... I just...
Ray, there is an important matter I would need to confirm during the time we were apart.
Again? Well, what could it be now?
It concerns your diet. Have you made sure to consume 3 full meals every day?
Oh yeah. No problems in that department. 3 nutritious meals a day. I even made sure to consider all the nutrients.
That is unexpected.
Have you no faith in me whatsoever?
Apologies. I simply felt sure your eating habits would take an unhealthy turn.
You know, I do think about that stuff all on my own. Food fuels the body, Elena. No way am I gonna neglect it now and collapse at a time like this.
Right. It reassures me to see that you are well aware of the importance of a proper diet.
Oh, man. I'm thankful Albert arranges the meal times and menu identically to Letitia's. I don't even need to think about it. I always know I'm eating well and proper.
If it would improve your dietary habits, then perhaps we should consider you remaining here, on this planet, for some time.
Whoa. Slow your roll there. Sometimes I just need to sit back, eat a bunch of junk food without worrying whether or not it's healthy for me.
Very well. In that case, I will see that I remain even more aware of and take preventative actions against your stress eating habits.
I should kick myself for saying that out loud.
Huh. I wonder what they're talking about.
Albert, could I ask why you hide away consuming such calorically dense sugars?
Because I would find it embarrassing to be seen doing so.
Embarrassing? Is consuming nutrients a shameful act?
It's because it does not suit my refined air.
I see. Do customs on Aster require one's favored foods to match their personality?
No, that is not what I meant.
So that's what he was secretly eating before.
Ray also consumes many sugar-based foods. From my recollection, I cannot speak to whether it suits him, but he does not seem embarrassed in the least.
What? That brute eats sweets too?
Perhaps too much, in fact. I try and warn him about the health risks, but always to no avail. Ray, do I not warn you about the health risks?
What?
You! How much of that did you hear?
Sorry, I was just, Come on, give me a break. Look, I'm sorry, alright?
So, you like sweets as well, do you?
Yeah.
I see.
Huh. What just happened? What are you doing in a place like this?
I was observing the residents of this city. You will not find a more interesting assortment than right here in the tavern.
People watching is fine, I suppose. But just sort of standing around in a tavern bothers the customers. Look, see how annoyed the staff is? If you're gonna hang around in here, it'd be better to order a couple of drinks, you know?
Yes, of course. I had not considered that aspect. I will purchase a drink and continue my observations.
Alrighty then. See you later.
Ray, are you leaving already? Will you not join me for a drink now that you are here?
Oh, for real?
I will continue in solitude if you are busy, of course.
I guess I would be rude to turn you down then, wouldn't I? Alright, I'll join you. So, in the end, how did your people watching go?
Very well. I was able to carefully observe you for some time.
Wait. Me?
Lately, it has been rare that we find time to ourselves, alone. I am glad to finally have the chance to examine you on your own once again.
Oh, well, I guess it doesn't hurt to do this every once in a while.
Massive city. It is. Ascendros is the political, economic, cultural, and industrial heart of our land, and also the most populous city.
Huh.
It is said that the ancestors of the royal family laid the country's foundation here 1,000 years ago. Since then, it has continued to thrive as the royal capital.
Wow, 1,000 years.
This year marks the 30th anniversary of His Majesty's reign, our current king. And so, the royal capital Ascendros will continue to grow and flourish.
Well, that's a royal city for you.
Hey.
Huh?
Is that it?
About what?
I have been extolling about our great royal capital, yet your responses remain muted.
Oh, really?
Do you mean to say that seeing this grand city does not give you pause for its splendor?
No, quite the opposite.
Huh?
Where I'm from, you can totally tell how and when any big city or tall building was built. But 1,000 years? This planet has no heavy machinery or computers. And yet this whole city was built across 1,000 years just by human hands. That's impressive as hell. The gravity of such history, it's overwhelming.
Yes, I see. Should I have a spare moment and feel so inclined, perhaps I shall show you some sights.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I want to see all the hidden gems.
I never thought I'd find myself attending a wedding.
Huh. Can we really call that attending, though?
Personally speaking, I'm glad it was accompanied by such an extravagant performance.
And can we really call that a performance?
Call it what you want. Anyway, say I were to attend a wedding. I can't stand the puerile idea of sitting still the entire ceremony. I bet you couldn't either.
Probably not, yeah. But I mean, it really all depends on what you interpret as fun.
Does it? Then what kind of ceremony would you want to attend?
I wonder. Maybe a fun and wild wedding, where everyone can enjoy themselves and have a good time.
I could see myself attending such an unencumbered affair.
Am I right? Cheerful and comfortable. That's how you do it. Weddings are nice when they're less uptight, and you can celebrate with those people that supported you along the way.
I see. So, your partner in marriage would have to approve of such an unpretentious wedding, yes? Based on whom we know, your type would be?
Hey, come on. What's with this leap in logic? I was only talking about weddings were I to go to one as a guest.
All right then, I'll spare you.
Is that Malkia and Midas over there?
I never thought I would live to see the day when I could once again relax in the royal capital.
Nor did I. I got thrown into quite the predicament.
Yet we can spend time together now thanks to those events. Every cloud, eh?
I hope you weren't expecting me to say that.
Some things must be said aloud.
It's like they're lost in their own private little world. Kinda cute. I wonder what I should do. Nah, I better not interrupt. I'll leave them be.
If someone were to hear me say that aloud, it would make things very difficult.
Oh? Would you be embarrassed for others to hear it?
Embarrassment is par for the course. Apologies for having made you uncomfortable. Let's go, Makia.
Well then, how about we find someplace a little more comfortable?
Nina, may I ask for your assistance on a certain task?
Me? You need my help? Anything you want. Oh, except for money. I can't help with that.
Don't worry, it's definitely not about that.
I was hoping you would be able to help me find a particular book.
What? But wait, I thought you didn't need to read books or anything, Elena.
You are correct. Until now, I had no need to actively go through bound paper to procure new information. But, in order to learn more about Aster 4, I believe it may be best to make use of the writings of its local authors.
I see, makes sense. No one can teach you about our planet except for those who live on it. Leave it to me then. I will bring you the bestest of the best books on Aster.
Whoa, now that's team spirit.
Well, when you've read libraries worth of books like I have, you get pretty excited about curating the very best. Oh, I feel my motivation burning!
Thank you, Nina. I am glad I came to you for this request.
Okay, now there's this book that I think everyone should read, but I also have this other one you definitely like, so... Oh, and you have to read that classic! Helena, you're gonna be in for a real treat!
You're even more hyped up than usual. And look at that smile on your face.
Events really seem to unfold endlessly for us.
You got that right. When we bailed on the Edis and crash-landed on this planet, I never would have imagined things would get this serious.
Ray, what do you expect will become of us here?
It's pretty rare to hear you talking like this, Elena.
Is that so? Tell me though, what are your thoughts on our situation?
Let's see. I guess whatever will be, will be.
Ray, this sounds all too familiar.
I'm only human, Elena. I don't know what the future holds. All I can do is roll with the punches as they come, right? Blow by blow.
I am uncertain whether to view this as composure or carelessness.
Oof, harsh critic. But that's the way I've always done things, you know? Can't expect me to change my methods now. Whatever will be, including how I decide to view our situation.
Your mindset is what grants you fortitude, I imagine. And it is what will guide you through this situation, and us in turn.
Yeah, don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine.
Do see to it that we are not shot down and separated again, at the very least. Could anyone have imagined I would be dressed to be wed so soon? And of them, who could have anticipated these circumstances?
Quite the hassle, huh? Must have been hard.
This was all merely performative, of course. But... honestly, how did I look? Fit for the attire?
What? Yeah, I mean... You looked great.
Well then, my thanks.
Actually, it was nice to see a different side of you than usual. But
But... what?
I can't really put my finger on it, but something about it just didn't sit right. I mean, the ceremony was so sudden. It also made me think, how can a dress get made that quickly?
A keen observation. The dress was not originally tailored for me, in fact. It was merely a refitting of a dress on hand.
Ah, now I gotcha. So, it wasn't the right one for a princess to wear.
Yet, I cannot help but think Hildor may have truly called for this in good faith.
Huh?
I am left feeling conflicted.
Hey, what are you looking at? Are you watching Leticia and Lola? Is something wrong?
No, I just thought it was a rather unexpected pairing. The one talking to Princess Leticia is from the planet Vir, yes?
Ah, yeah. Going off looks, they do make an odd pair. Surprised me at first, too.
They seem to speak with each other in quite the kind manner. Would you say they are friends?
I don't know if I'd call them friends or not, but it's nice seeing them chat peacefully like this, that's for sure. They first met as enemies, so it looks like things are much better than that now.
Enemies, you say?
Yeah. Lola was initially on the Empire's side when Osarius and Vale were duking it out. So that's the gist. Now with the war over, they're working together on peace negotiations.
I see. Such intriguing circumstances. Good. I now have one less thing to worry about.
What do you mean by that?
I was referring to what we just discussed.
You're not talking about Leticia, are you? So you were worried about Lola. JJ, do you know who Lola is?
Well, perhaps. Captain Raymond, it is vital to take care of family, no matter the distance, be it from one end of the universe all the way to the other. You must remember that your hearts will forever be connected.
Where'd all that come from? How's your father been doing?
He appears under no duress. The care he has received seems quite effective.
Ah, good. Good. Glad to hear it.
He has faced so much for so long. I hope I can afford him time to rest, circumstances be as they are.
Resting is an important part of work, as they say.
Indeed, though I am certain the moment he is left alone, he will seek to return to his duties. He leaves me quite worried.
Yeah, that's the way it always goes. My dad always told my brother and me that it's important to rest up so you don't get sick and burden everyone else. But he never takes a break himself. So one time, my brother, Elena, and I all forcibly tied him down in a bed.
Goodness. I must confess, you seem to have inherited such ways from him.
Have I really? I don't like the sound of that.
Why not?
Well, I mean, what if I said you and your father are also alike? You do both get worked up when stuff gets out of hand.
Well, yes, I suppose I cannot truthfully deny as much. But be that as it may, I simply wish to work now so that my father might take this time to rest completely unperturbed.
Yeah, right there. We are both totally turning into our fathers.
What a lonely sight.
Indeed. Never could I have imagined we might face such...
It is of sole consolation that the number of victims was low for such circumstances.
You seem surprisingly calm.
I am pleased you see me as such. There is nothing to gain from losing my composure here. Though inside, I am seething with fury.
Sorry.
It matters not. I will see it through that he pays for his atrocities. I do not care what he may title himself. I will not allow him to defile our sacred land unpunished. I will flood their network with the anguish of my people, the Drathan's fury.
Let this be retribution for such heinous crimes committed upon these sacred grounds.
Yeah. This place means a lot to us too, Malkia. Let's take down this big old bastard once and for all.
By our hands, justice shall reign supreme on behalf of all who live in Nilbeth.
Agreed. We fight now for the many we have come to know and cherish.
All right. Let's do this thing. Hey, what's going on? Is it your arm? Is it acting up?
Merely a post-operative examination. All is in order.
I see. So even though Midas made your arm, Malkia is also able to treat it since she implanted her, whatchamacallit?
Osseous core.
Yeah, that's it. That means you didn't have to replace his whole arm out, right?
As you can see, my arm is still here, flesh and blood. I have only given him a small portion of my regenerable body.
Man, it's so cool that you can do that even though you're two completely different species. So? You doing all right, Albert?
Yes, I have no complaints, for I will be able to return to Her Highness's side as Kingsguard.
However, you mustn't be reckless, all right? You may not be fully acclimated with it yet.
I comprehend well, Lady Malkia. I shall temper myself so as to avoid burdening your hand any longer.
Oh, a burden on my hand, you say? You certainly have an interesting way of wording things, boy.
Well, I guess you're doing just fine if you're able to make jokes like that.
Wait! You misunderstand. That was not my intention.
Well, isn't this an unusual sight?
Is that so?
JJ has shared many stories with me. His mental preparedness towards combat embodies one of my perfect ideals.
JJ's ideals? What do you mean?
When engaged in battle, his serenity does not lose its hold, and no movements are wasted. JJ is what I strive to be, the embodiment of an ideal knight.
It does please me to hear that, but your direct honesty also disconcerts me.
The absence of any conceit. That is also how I strive to be.
It looks like Albert's putting a little pressure on him.
Pray tell, what needs to be done to attain such an unwavering spirit?
Well, I don't endeavor for anything in particular.
Hey, come on now, Albert. You're putting him on the spot here.
No. It's all right, Captain Raymond. If I had to offer advice, I'd say just continue to be yourself.
Continue to be myself?
Yes. Such frame of mind is the only thing that hasn't changed in me since I integrated with Scorpion. In a sense, I am resolved to expend my entire being to do what's best for those I care about, and to not stray from my convictions. The speed with which I then make my decisions may then make me seem composed to those around me.
Truly admirable. Forsooth, the words of our precursors are my guiding force.
We can discuss this topic anytime you'd like, Sir Albert.
Whatever's going on here, these two seem to be a good influence on each other. There's something I want to apologize for.
This is rather sudden.
Yeah, well, it's about when we first met. I kinda gave you a hard time for being from the Kenny family, and I'm sorry.
I remember that. I also recall you saying my family is the most notable in all the Federation, and that we're regular UP3 breakers. Don't worry, it didn't bother me. Everyone reminds me literally all the time that I'm a Kenny. So I'm totally used to it.
Honestly, though, I feel really bad. But that's not all I've got to say. After all the battles, all the craziness that you and I have been through together, it's not the girl from the Kenny family we've relied on. It's just you, Marielle. We can count on you because of who you are, not your family.
I'm so happy to hear that. Probably more so than anything else I've ever been told up to this point.
So I guess we'll have each other's backs for just a bit longer, huh?
You got it. We're at the home stretch. Let's fight it out together.
Chloe, it is about time.
No! No! Just hang on a minute. I'm not ready yet.
Hey, what are you two up to now?
Oh, Ray, hello. Chloe here said there was something she wished to speak to Antonio about.
And what would that be? I mean, he's standing right there. Even looks bored. If you want to talk to him, then, hurry up and just go.
I can't. No way. My legs feel like jelly. I can't do it.
You never have trouble speaking over the comms. What seems to be the issue now?
It's just, because that's just work, okay? There's a big difference between work banter and private conversation. I'm too nervous. Know what? Today's just not the day. Maybe tomorrow.
That is no way to settle the matter. Antonio, it seems Chloe wishes to speak with you.
Elena, no! What have you done?
Oh, sure. What's up? Good timing, I was just getting bored.
Go on then, Chloe. Speak.
Fine.
Oh man, such high maintenance.
Correct.
You really went to some extra lengths for her just now. She asked for your help?
No, nothing was requested of me. Chloe is simply my good friend, and Antonio, my family. Anyone in my position would only want the best for them both, would they not?
That's one way of putting it. From where I'm standing, though, it's starting to look pretty complicated over there.
Humanoids tend to overanalyze and draw unnecessary emotional conclusions for situations that are otherwise quite straightforward. When your time finally comes, Ray, please do not put me through such trouble.
Yeah. Wait, what? What do you mean by that?
If you have no idea, then pay me no mind.
Antonio, this will not do. You need to eat proper meals.
No, Nina. These are,
Hey, what's this? What's going on with you two?
Oh, Ray. Could you explain to her for me?
Explain what?
I heard that Antonio here eats cookies every day for all 3 of his meals. He said he's so busy that he doesn't have time to eat. But cookies are meant to be snacks. They're not nutritious at all. What happens when he gets sick from eating all that junk?
I see. You're concerned about his health, right, Nina? No need to worry, for these are no ordinary cookies.
Huh? What does that mean?
These cookies are total nutrition foods. They contain your daily recommended amount of all the essential nutrients. In other words, you'll still be healthy even if you eat these and nothing else.
Say what? And nothing else?
Yep. I mean, there aren't that many flavors, so you'll get tired of them if you eat them all the time, but...
Yes, that's true. But as luck would have it, I've been trying out some new ones. Both the flavors and textures are entirely different.
Oh, cool. I didn't know they came out with a new product. What flavors do they have?
There's curry, cheese, cream of corn soup, even pork. Pretty much everything you can think of. I've got some here. Why don't you give them a try, Nina? This one is steak flavor.
Huh? This cookie is supposed to really taste like meat?
Come on, I'm not trying to trick you. Have a bite.
Here goes, I guess. What? I can't believe it! It really does taste like steak!
Right? Here, try a Caesar salad.
Huh? What? No way! Oh, it really is like a salad! The texture even reminds me of lettuce!
Wow, Vergald never had these flavors. Where'd you get them?
A client I do business with sent me some free samples. They were better than expected, so I'm thinking about stocking up.
Man, so many different companies out there. Oh, what's wrong, Nina? You don't like it?
No, it was really yummy. And it did feel like I was eating a real steak and salad. But I feel like if I'm gonna bother eating this, then... well, I might as well go get the real thing, you know?
You're onto something there. These cookies are for people like me who don't like going to the trouble of having a meal.
Oh, so that's how it is, huh? Personally, though, I might prefer cookies to remain as a snack.
Different folks, different strokes, right? I mean, I'd still go for fresh food, but I still eat these when I don't have time for a whole meal. Then there's people who actually like the inorganic aspect of processed foods.
Oh, wow. I guess some people from the stars make no sense to me at all.
Sheer size of the Aldous never ceases to amaze me. It is hard to believe something of quite this size is able to take flight. And does so solely at the hands of Elena, Chloe, and what few retainers you maintain.
Yeah, from where we're standing, I'm sure it looks like there's only a few of us running the ship. However, in reality, there are a lot more people putting in work than you can see.
Is that so?
Yep, just like the ships in Aster, we can't get this baby moving without a bunch of help. And we're only as strong as our weakest link. That's why as crewmates, we make sure to take care of each other.
Huh. Do you now?
Sure do. We all got each and everyone's back.
Yes. You were quite perturbed by your separation from Elena and Chloe during our first encounter. I was taken aback by how truly concerned for their well-being you appeared.
Sorry. I'm not really good at taking compliments. But Leticia, don't you feel the same way about your people?
Huh?
I mean, don't the Osarian people mean the same to you?
Of course. The kingdom would hardly exist if it were made up of only the royal family and its knights. I have never once doubted the importance of our kingdom's people.
Yeah, we both seem to have a lot on our plates, don't we?
Indeed, which is precisely why we must remain focused and ever active, for all of their sakes.
Whoa! Whoa!
Hey, what's wrong? You seem flustered.
Ray, so the ship is just floating through space?
Yeah. I guess you wouldn't be wrong in saying that.
That means there's nothing below us, right? That means if we fall once, we'll never stop falling. That's crazy scary.
Oh, that's what you mean. You don't have to worry, Nina. We're not gonna fall. It's not possible. In space, there's no real concept of up or down, so there's no such thing as falling either.
What? What's that mean? I know this seems absolutely normal to you and the others, but I think it's gonna take me a long time to get used to all this.
Okay, just take it slow. First, try and get used to standing up straight without shaking.
say that like it's easy. Oh.
What's with the heavy sighs?
I find myself taken aback by the sheer scale of the universe. To think that each flicker of light I see is a world not unlike the only one I have ever known.
Yeah, it does have that effect on people. Not to mention, your planet, and mine as well, are both much smaller than the ones we see shining out there right now.
Surely you jest.
There are exceptions, of course, but most of what you see in front of you are stars. In other words, they're suns. Most of the inhabited planets are smaller than their suns. The ones we live on are so tiny, they're hidden in the darkness of the universe.
Never have I had to imagine anything on quite as magnificent a scale.
Yeah, the human mind has a limited range of what it can grasp. So it's no wonder the universe must feel quite large. But that being said, the most important thing is to live your life to the fullest.
Yes, perhaps you are right.
And you want to know something crazy? What you're seeing here is just a tiny part of it.
Certainly, now you jest.
Oh, I'm no jester. In truth, there are many more planets in the universe than we can possibly count. We know so very little about our universe.
It seems almost comical that anything should be quite so vast.
Hey, Marielle?
Don't sneak up on me like that.
What were you eating there?
Military rations.
Oh, the Federation's rations sure are crunchy, aren't they? Umaibo, right?
What makes you think that?
'Cause I've eaten about 1,000,000 in my lifetime. You ain't gotta hide it from me.
I'm sorry. When you're on military duty, you're never allowed to snack. I was just so hungry.
I'd say you're in hot water for sneaking munchies aboard without telling me. But I can't get mad at you for snacking on the go. We do the same in the transpo business.
Thank you. Would you like one?
I thought you'd never ask. Which flavors you got?
I've got salami, veggie salad, and takoyaki ones right now.
Okay, then in that case, I'm going with takoyaki.
Oh, so you know what takoyaki is?
Yeah, these babies give me a taste of the finer foods Earth has to offer. I've had tons of umaibo, but the flavor of the sauce and the texture on this one can't be beat.
I totally agree. That's why I always stock up whenever I find them.
Well, I appreciate the generosity. Oh, and don't eat them in secret, all right? Be proud, umaibo buddy.
Okay, I'll do that. Tell you what, I'll even hand them out to everyone on the Aldous, too.
You save some for me, though. There. So, how's it feel to be up in the stars?
Truly and ceaselessly astonishing. I thought I had already learned so much in my lifetime. But when did I last feel such anticipation, such suspense, not knowing what will happen next?
I know the feeling. Sounds just like when I first landed on Aster 4.
Despite coming from this Coruscant universe, you too felt such unease when arriving in a new land?
Oh, yeah. But I was also pretty hyped at the same time. I mean, aren't you?
Hyped? Fascinating. I would have said my curiosity was aroused for the first time in ages. But such phrasing does not do justice to what I feel. Yes, to know that there are worlds in existence which are yet unfamiliar to me, I am hyped.
Now that I've brought you here, be sure you discover all kinds of stuff, okay?
Yes, like a toddling child, I shall take my first steps as I learn about every new thing I see.
Don't worry. Considering how long the universe has been around, we're pretty much in the same boat as you, Malkia.
Despite our disparity in technology?
Yep, that's the breadth and vastness of space for you.
I see. Such an intriguing concept. Very well. Then I shall embrace being a child and learn as one.
Yes. I've been thinking about the recent conflict between the warships in Nanook.
Ah, the battle between the space fleets. Must have been pretty shocking.
Absolutely. I know I didn't see the entirety of it, but I could tell the skirmish was of a magnitude beyond imagination. However, it made me feel like it was essentially no different from our fight.
Huh. What do you mean?
No matter how massive the ships are, when you get right down to it, they are mere weapons. Looking at it in that light, wouldn't you say our conflict is ultimately one and the same?
I see. That's certainly one way to think about it.
No need to take it to heart, though. I purely saw an outrageous spectacle and felt like squabbling with you.
No, I actually think you're surprisingly close to the truth there. But if we call the precious Federation ships just weapons, I'm sure they'd freak out. What is it? What's wrong?
Exquisite. Such a splendorous sight.
Hello there. Can you even hear me?
Heavens, that glimmer. What is it?
Wow, he is off in his own world. I wonder how much longer he's gonna be like this.
Ah! When did you...
Ah, welcome back. Been here the whole time, buddy.
Is that so? I apologize. I did not realize.
Nah, no need. You're pretty amazed at seeing the universe, aren't you?
Yes, quite.
Well, damn. Didn't expect you to be honest. I thought you'd get mad.
Any previous matters are dwarfed by this reality. I had no idea that beyond the sky I gazed upon every night, there could be something like this.
Gotcha. So, what do you think? Not bad, huh?
Yes. Honestly, I am deeply moved.
Okay, seriously? Something's wrong with you. You're never this candid.
Quiet. I have no interest in quarreling with you in front of such a magnificent spectacle.
Really now? Well, take it all in. Look all you want. It ain't going nowhere.
Yes, my eyes shall drink their fill.
Oh, Ray, do you need Antonio for something too?
Yeah, I just needed him to take care of something real fast, but it looks like he's got company.
Company?
Please excuse me for dropping in on you unannounced.
No, it's fine. I know it's hard to talk about these things in front of everyone else.
Hmm? Is that a woman's voice?
Antonio, sorry to interrupt. The data that you asked me to expedite is complete, compiled, and ready for you to review. Is this a bad time?
Oh, Chloe. And Captain Raymond.
Oh, it's just Marielle. I heard a woman's voice coming from Antonio's room and got to wondering.
No funny business, I assure you. Antonio has a lot of experience as a captain, so I came to ask him how best to prepare. I didn't want to ask him in front of Sayuri and the others.
The Lawrence family ships are civilian ships, you know. Antonio doesn't think like the captain of some scary battleship. Besides, why ask Antonio in the first place? Why not Ray?
Well, of course I asked Captain Raymond, but he told me that everyone has their own way of thinking about these things. Right?
Sure did. And that's why you're going around talking to a bunch of people, trying to figure out what makes sense for you, yeah? I think you're doing the right thing.
Regardless, you didn't have to come to his private quarters.
Anyway, Chloe, you came to discuss that thing you emailed me about earlier, yes?
Correct. I already prepared the data you asked for, and I attached it to the email I sent. I found some flaws in the reference data that you gave me, so I wanted to confirm whether we should use it as is or not. I went ahead and summarized the incorrect portions in the attached file.
Well done. It looks like the stats at headquarters have some errors. I'd like to have their say in this. Sorry to add to your workload, but could I ask you to rework this with the revised data?
I thought you'd ask that, so I've already taken the liberty of uploading the correct version to my personal folder. I also added the differential information due to the revision, so you can review that too.
Outstanding as always, Chloe.
Outstanding? No. All I did was put together the data that I thought you might want, after all.
You see, Marielle, a captain is only as good as their crew. My crew knows how I think, and they always make sure I have exactly what I need when I need it. Just like Chloe here. You can't just become a captain. No one can. It's the trust of your crew. Sayuri, Pike, Kasim, and the others. That's what makes you a captain. So I reckon a good start would be opening up to them about these feelings of doubt you've been having.
Thank you, Antonio. I've kept all my concerns hidden away for fear of making them feel uneasy. I thought that was for the best, but I may have actually made them more anxious by putting up my guard.
If your subordinates know what you're thinking, then they'll be able to adjust their actions accordingly. Here, Marielle, take a look at Chloe's data.
It's highlighted in places.
Chloe, why are there highlights here? They're not on any of the internal templates, right?
You were always interested in those particular values, so I thought it'd be better if they were, easier to spot. Wait, is that a problem? If you turn off the display on the right, it'll make them disappear.
Whoa, I didn't know you could get them to look like this. I should have asked Chloe to handle all my reports, too.
Now, that's your responsibility. You shirk that off on her, and I'll get Dad to transfer Chloe to my team. You understand? What would you think about that, Chloe?
Huh? Well, I'll just resend you the corrected data then. Bye!
It seems a captain must also master the art of winning people over.
Not sure I've done that myself.
I have a tough road ahead of me, don't I?
What are you two staring at?
Well, Leticia asked me to come look at the cosmos.
This view of the world of stars, it looks so very different from the starry skies to which I am accustomed. I could gaze upon it for hours.
Try getting a job in space. You'll get sick of seeing them real quick. Take me, for example. I can't even remember the last time I stopped to smell the celestial roses.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat as Ray. Though the view does vary by location, so I wouldn't say I ever get tired of it.
I would like to see more of the starry skies.
Ray, which do you like better? Seeing the stars from space like this? Or seeing them up in the sky from the ground?
I guess the view of the stars from space.
I agree. They're so close, I feel like I can touch them. Sometimes I even find myself reaching my hand out.
I share the same feeling. Truly, every star shines so brilliantly, like so many jewels in the darkness.
Damn it!
Hey, what's the matter? Got a rumbly in your tumbly?
Hell no! I find myself overcome with cupidity.
Huh? What's that mean?
You, Chloe, and the rest of the All-Dust crew. You're all so much younger than me, yet you understand advanced technologies of the universe. Hence, I find myself filled with jealousy and frustration.
There's nothing you can really do about that.
Precisely right. Oh, damn it. If only I had been born among the stars, I would possess so much more knowledge.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, you're the one who built the damn Fulga. If you were from a developed planet, you'd have probably made even more incredible achievements.
You see? I was born on the wrong planet.
Well, maybe. But... if you were from somewhere else, you never would have met Malkia. Would you be okay with that?
That's an entirely different conversation.
Really? Is it, though? I thought she was just as important to you as your precious technology.
Perfidious little... You have some nerve. I have many new and auspicious things to study. I swear that I will exceed your technologies one day. Don't count me out.
All right. Well, show us what you got, big fella.
Ah!
What happened? What's wrong?
Good heavens! Oh my!
Well, just calm down, man. You're gonna blow a fuse.
No time for equanimity. I am among the stars, the final frontier.
Right, yeah. You always did talk about wanting to come here. So, what are your thoughts on... Well, I guess I don't need to ask.
This is an entirely unfamiliar world to me. I must needs investigate every little thing I see.
Oh, all right then. Well, I'm really glad you're enjoying yourself.
I've not been surrounded by such unknowns in years. I can't decide what to look into first. I'm starting to get irksome.
Is this seriously something to get stressed about?
I appear to forget myself. I must calm down.
Definitely do that. Just chill out. Just a bit.
No, it's of no use. Just thinking of it, my laughter spills forth from the inside.
I didn't even know you could smile like that.
That's it. I think I'll start by combing over every inch of the Aldous.
Yeah, just don't break anything, okay? You two seem excited.
Hey, I was just asking Mario tons of questions of what the schools are like in space.
Oh, you thinking about going off-world?
Still not sure. But it never hurts to have options, right? I'm not ready to write it off just yet.
So then, let's say your future is in space, and you want to join a Federation school. That could be a tricky proposition.
What? Why? I'll work and study so much my head will fall off!
The issue lies in how the Federation will regard Aster 4 from here on.
Here we go. Marielle's favorite excuse, the UP3.
What do you mean by excuse? But yes, you're right.
Does that mean I won't be able to head into the stars to study even if I wanted to?
There is a precedent.
Precedent?
Yes, that's right. It was someone from an underdeveloped planet who conducted great research and made their mark on Federation history.
Huh. So the Federation has a surprisingly flexible side.
Wow, they must have been really something so cool!
At present, I cannot say anything for certain. However, if it happens for you, Nina, I will provide you with my utmost support.
Oh, thank you, thank you! I'm gonna stay optimistic and on top of my trade just in case.
What about Vergald? I'll bet you could go there without any extra trouble.
Ray, that's not what you said last time I brought it up. Sure you weren't just trying to talk me away from the Federation?
Whoops, kicked the hornet's nest.
Considering your field of expertise, I think it would be best for you to study abroad in the Federation.
Well, it's been a long and windy road, but I really am all the better for it, huh?
You know, even though I'm still mad as hell about what happened with the Astoria, you took some seriously impressive action when you ganked that entire ship on your own.
Stealing it was certainly a grave violation of military regulations. But at the same time, I was simply following my convictions. I don't regret doing it. I figured I could probably save the crew members of the Aegis, or at least recover its flight recorder. It might have seemed impulsive, but I put a lot of thought into what I was doing.
Oh yeah, I can tell you did. But even before that, you defied your superior and tried to stop him from attacking the Aegis. That ain't something any run-of-the-mill military officer would do.
Ah, That's not a violation of military regulations, actually.
Wait, it's not?
Correct. That was just a case of disobeying an order I deemed to be unjust. That in itself does not violate regulations. My objective is to fulfill my duties as a Federation officer, in accordance with the law and my beliefs. But regrettably, it seems that I am not capable enough to accomplish that objective yet. Look what ended up happening because of me.
Don't you get down on yourself, Marielle. Think about it. Those convictions of yours are what saved our lives in the end. I owe you a lot.
Thank you for saying so. That tells me that what I did needed to be done, despite my inexperience.
Oh, hey there. Hitting the books good and hard, are we?
Yep. With a bit of Scorpium help, I was paging through all sorts of reference materials. Isn't that cool? Tell me though, are all libraries out in space this massive?
Nah, it's pretty rare to find one as huge and helpful as this one.
There's still so much I want to study and learn. Maybe I should pop back in for a bit.
No. Nina, I believe it would be better for you to end your studies for the day.
What? Why would I?
Elena trying to stop someone from learning? Okay, now that's a rare sight.
Although a thirst for knowledge is a wonderful thing, in order to truly acquire an understanding, one must give themselves time to ruminate and ponder on what they have learned.
Ah, are you saying I need a break? Like, in the same way you're better off getting a good 8 hours of sleep rather than cramming the night before a big test?
More or less, yes. The more you attempt to cram at once, the more you will find yourself memorizing rather than learning, and memory fades. Building an understanding over time will ensure that the knowledge you acquire will resonate within you in a meaningful way.
Yeah, I think I see what you mean now. Maybe I will call it a day then, and pick things up whenever I come back.
Yeah, you'll have more chances to study. No need to be all hasty.
Oh, you mean it?
What?
Well, these chances aren't something I can give myself, right?
Oh.
So, it's okay for me to assume that you meant exactly what you were alluding to when you said that, right?
Of course, Nina. Ray and I are now obligated to aid you and the others since we brought you here. Wouldn't you agree, Ray?
Yeah, I guess so.
There is nothing wrong with the pursuit of studies. In fact, if I could, I would be glad to assist you.
Oh, thank you, thank you! You just want me to give a little more thought to pacing myself. That's what you mean, right?
Exactly, Nina. And I believe doing so will see you left all the wiser for it.
Hey, what's up? You're not all bubbly. Something bothering you?
I'm just thinking about what it means to join the Scorpium. And how a measly little trainee doctor like me should feel about this whole integration business.
Aha, deep thoughts.
I mean, when I think about what JJ said, when he told us that integrating with Scorpium saved his life, perhaps replacing these lumps of meat we live in with something sturdier is an acceptable option for us.
Well, putting personal feelings aside, it undoubtedly is a good option for people.
But if everyone made the jump, would we even need doctors like me around anymore? That thought keeps bouncing around in my head.
Nah, you're wrong there. integrating with Scorpium is an option, but it's not the only option for people to choose from.
What's that, Ray? Your attempt at poetry?
Look, I don't know if people making the jump is right or wrong. But for those of us who choose not to, we need the help of docs like you, Nina. Don't you think so?
Ray.
I have faith in your abilities, Nina, and I count on them. Don't forget that. Just because something new and useful comes out of nowhere, that doesn't render all the other stuff we got unnecessary.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Besides, I won't be much help to anyone if I just sit here worrying all the time. And so we're clear on this. My abilities are emergency use only, so stay safe, okay?
Hey, no promises.
Thanks, though, Ray.
Oh, I was thinking, you must get paid pretty well when you're a Federation lieutenant, huh?
Are we talking money all of a sudden?
Oh, yeah. A transpo guy like myself would love to hear about it.
I'm not so sure you would. To be perfectly honest with you, I've never paid much attention to my salary.
I would kill to be able to say that.
No, I mean, I don't have time to spend it. You can't shop when you're on long-term duty, you know.
Ah, it's a military thing. Gotcha. But man, that's such a waste. You gotta spend it. Money's a commodity.
Easier said than done.
Okay then. Tell you what, Captain Ray here will teach you a thing or two about how to spend it. What about buying some designer clothes or cosmetics?
I'm not really into that kind of stuff.
Not even every once in a while? Come on, girl, treat yourself.
Maybe. I'll give it some thought. You know what? Why don't you come shopping with me?
What?
No particular reason or anything. I just want to have someone looking out for me so I don't make any mistakes with my money, you know? I mean, you're the one who brought it up in the first place.
All right. Yeah, you got me. I promised.
Recently, I feel as if I am being watched at all times. As if I am being followed.
What? Is everything all right?
Yes, the culprit does not appear to have ill intentions, but I believe they watch us this very moment.
Right now? Hey, you there! Yeah, Sneaky Pete! Come on, stop hiding and show yourself!
What? I am no stalker.
Well, then, what are you doing sneaking around spying on Elena?
Satisfying my intellectual curiosity. Every step she takes, every move she makes, it's all foreign to me. After coming to where androids are created, my interest is boundless.
You know, I hear a lot about what you want, but not a lot of empathy. You're bothering Elena, buddy. And I'm gonna go tell Malkia about it.
What? Why are you bringing up Malkia?
Why do you think?
All right, fine. I'll never do it again. Blast.
Excellent. The situation is resolved.
But really? Is it though?
Well, I'd say everything worked out.
What did?
Remember your promise about bringing me to space? Though you ended up running off with Marielle.
I did not run off. Plus, I totally brought you here in the end.
Hence, I declare that it did, in fact, work out.
What is this? Why does your answer feel so unsatisfying?
What's this all about now? What sort of promises were you two making? Something shady, I bet.
Incorrigible child, Raymond and I spoke before. And I told him to bring me to where he calls home. In other words, the stars.
Yeah, and now we're here just as I promised, right?
I have a feeling a lot of it was dumb luck. But I suppose I should give you my thanks.
Luck might have had something to do with it, but I kept my promise.
Aw, that's not fair. If that's the case, I should have roped him into some kind of promise too. Oh, can't we just pretend that we already made one in the past?
What kind of logic is that?
Maybe like... I know! By the way, Captain Raymond, you remember you promised me, right? You promised me one day, very soon, you will buy me my very own spaceship?
Why would I ever promise that?
On that note, you also promised that you would buy me my very own android.
You stay out of this.
Aw, you meanie!
Yes, you me.
Go on, say it, you coward. Hey, what's the matter with you?
Cheese.
Huh?
Teriyaki burger. Cream of corn.
You're freaking me out, man. You hungry or something?
There's a big debate going on in the continuum right now. It's about which umaibo candy is the most delicious of them all.
Umaibo? Are you talking about the snacks from Earth?
Have you had them before?
Oh, yeah. They're snacks shaped like sticks with different designs on the wrappers for each flavor.
I'm familiar with their shape because of Scorpium's shared understanding, but I've never eaten one.
Huh.
Though we can share knowledge based on occurrences in the Scorpium network. Actual experiences related to the five senses are exceedingly inaccurate. Hence, many of my comrades are grieving that they cannot participate in the discussion. Experiencing food and taste is a prime example.
Oof, that's rough, buddy.
Captain Raymond, please, help me to understand what exactly is so irresistible about these umaibo?
Well... the amount of flavors, I guess.
I've heard their numbers rival the stars in the universe, and that they can disappear in a flash, like meteors.
Yeah, some do vanish in less than a year, but I think lots of them have been around for forever. And apparently, you can only get some flavors in certain regions.
And which flavors do you enjoy, Captain Raymond?
Chocolate or mentai?
Chocolate does not surprise me, but mentai? What is that?
I'm not super sure what it is, but I think it's like spicy fish roe or something.
Snacks that taste just as good with chocolate as they do with spicy fish roe. I cannot fathom such a thing.
Well, you know what? Maybe you can ask Marielle to get some for you.
Raymond, do you have a moment to spare?
Yeah, sure. I don't mind. What's going on?
On our journeys, you have been a great help on countless occasions. Truthfully, I do not know what would have become of us had we not met back in the Larkus Weald.
Albert, what's with you all of a sudden?
For this reason, I personally would like to show my appreciation. You said you liked sweets. Yes?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm a sugar fiend.
Ah, splendid. For there is a confectionery here that serves my most favorite sweet. I shall take you there, as thanks. Come, let us be off.
Oh, all right. Damn, that was delicious. The sweetness packed a punch, but the flavor was so delicate.
Oh, you noticed. Their goods are a notch above the rest because the methods they use are quite unique.
Interesting. Yeah, you're gonna have to show me all the hot spots.
I suppose I have no choice. As thanks. I have a favorite in the royal capital, Sendros. I shall take you there on our next visit.
I think he's just looking for an excuse to gorge himself on sugar. Hey, what's going on?
Where did you come from? You know, it's been a while since you snuck up on me. What an awesome scavenger you are, coming here before I even call you. Ta-da! Check this out.
The ring? Whoa. Is it really?
Correctamundo! This is the other ring handed down throughout the Vineyard family. Finally, at long last, I have found it!
Wow. Guess that explains the freaky laughter, all right. Congrats. Great. So, where'd you find it anyway?
This you're not gonna believe. It actually got passed along to the Vale Empire. No wonder I couldn't find it searching Osirius high and low. Normally, you'd think the ring would be hard to find after falling into the Empire's hands, right? But thanks to the big ol' snafu between Osirius and Vale recently, relations and trading between the two have been totally revamped. That's how I got my hands on it. I'll bet there were some cool people working super hard behind the scenes to make this happen. Don't ask me who, but they definitely have my gratitude. I'm sure you feel the same, yeah?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Naturally, I gotta extend my thanks to you, too. I'm on the verge of restoring the Vineyard family name. And it's all thanks to my personal scavenger here. You collected all the vital material I needed. As head of my family, I, Welch Vineyard, would like to reward you with my sincerest gratitude. Okay then, now that I'm in rightful possession of this ring again, I'm starting to think this house is too small for my big ambitions. I'm gonna build an enormous manor that befits this beautiful merchant magnate with genius-level smarts. Oh, nah, that won't cut it. What a lame, humdrum way of reviving our name. I'm gonna make the Vineyards the greatest family of merchants in the entire universe! Now that relations with the Empire are on the up and up, it's the perfect time for some commerce! And until we're the world's leading merchant family, I'll be making use of your services. As my scavenger... No, that's not right. To use an old term from Vineyard family history, you are my business partner. So let's get back to business, partner. Al, I have a favor to ask of you.
Sure, if it's within my abilities.
In the worlds amongst the stars, there's gotta be tons of advanced medical knowledge, right? I want you to teach me some.
Oh, I'm very sorry. We have a rule called the Underdeveloped Planet Preservation Pact, which strictly forbids me from teaching you about any technology from space. Sorry, Nina.
But even if I beg and plead?
Correct. No matter what. Not to mention, I'm not even a medical expert. I would be of no use to you.
Okay, I understand. Even if I forced it out of you, I'm sure you'd just end up in a lot of trouble, right?
By force? Just how are you planning on getting me to tell you?
You know, Nina, if we're not talking medical tech, I might be able to share a secret or two with you. So how about that?
Really? You're just blurting that out right in front of me? Could you not?
Well, I'm not bound by any Federation laws. So what do you say, Nina?
No, don't worry about it. It's fine. Thanks though, both of you. I just can't stop thinking about possible ways for me to learn about the advanced medical sciences from space.
Still thinking about that, huh?
Yeah. Elena and Marielle both refuse to tell me anything. I mean, I get that they have their reasons, but still.
Well, I know this may not make you feel better, but just remember that they're not doing it to be mean to you. I hope you can see that.
Yep, I know. I get it.
It's a shame, though. If there was anything I could teach you, I would. I mean, you need to know anything about cargo. I can show you how to load a huge haul really well.
Maybe I should take you up on that. Could come in handy for when I clean up my room. But in the end, I sort of see where Elena and Marielle are coming from. I mean, they both have their own thoughts and ideas on what they believe to be the correct decision. But I have my own too, you know? I want to learn all the medical knowledge from up in space, to help everyone on this world that suffer daily from pain and illness.
Nina, if you have beliefs you strongly swear by, push and follow your path, no matter what others say. Even though doing so means it'll be a pretty demanding path to take.
I'll be okay. I knew this was gonna be tough from the get-go.
Great. And if anyone can figure it out, I know you can. And if you ever need anything that I can help with, you let me know, all right?
Yep. Thank you, Ray. You just wait. I'll handle this.
Yeah, that's the spirit. How far do the Scorpium actually go?
Regrettably, I do not understand the question.
I mean, a whole battleship could be a single Scorpium life form, right? But something as small as Duma is also a Scorpium.
Correct.
I know I joked before about a building being a Scorpium, but say I bump into a streetlight or knock into a table. If I found out it was a Scorpium, I'd feel awful. I want to know how far they extend so I can get by when I'm here.
Now I understand you. Though that's quite the difficult question to answer simply. I have only encountered a table-shaped Scorpium once before.
Are you for real? Oh, come on! I'm actually trying to understand the Scorpium here. I'm serious.
I apologize. I must admit, it does my heart good to see you take this matter seriously. As far as Peripeum is concerned, you can think of anything mobile with autonomy as Scorpium. That is why vehicles are Scorpium. But tables, streetlights, buildings, tools, things that are fixed in place, are not Scorpium. Naturally, there are exceptions. In everyday life, however, there's no need to worry.
Gotcha. But would that make Peripeum's colony a Scorpium too?
The colony does move through space with a certain degree of autonomy, after all.
That's why, huh? So how did these cities and stuff pop up anyway?
The Scorpium who decide to settle in Peripeum are always looking for city configurations via the continuum. For example, this city was formed after thoroughly considering the sentiments and purposes of many.
You know, once you realize they made these places for themselves because they wanted to live in cities, you start to wonder if there's much difference between humans and Scorpium at all.
I'm grateful to hear you understand. Every living thing instinctively desires to subsist in a better environment. Captain Raymond, I hope you and the others come to realize the merits of this Scorpium colony.